I got well, yeah, I got Nick and how you doing?
There's a lot of money in there. Go take it. Okay, if I can get your attention for a quick second. As people are filing in, we have a on your phones. It would just interfere with the network a lot less, and we'll see how it goes. So if you could take a second and turn the Wi-Fi off on your phones, I'd appreciate it for the next hour. Thank you. That has to stay there.
It has to stay right
Yeah,
there?
that has to stay there.
Okay.
Sorry. We can move that chair out of the way if you want. We can get through. I can pull, actually I pull it a little forward if you want, but
Yeah, that's
there you
all
go.
I need.
Okay, sorry, yeah.
Forward.
Yeah, we can. Back bank. Try it. You're back again?
Yeah. good, you? I don't know. That one, nobody wants to. I never see that. Three more sleeps.
No, there's two. There's no.
Oh, yeah.
No, we're gonna go.
We're gonna move down here.
Okay. Go in.
It's front there, you're gonna get it. Front row. It's been a while.
No guy knows a guy.
Oh, the guy that knows the guy. How you doing? Alex fishing guy.
Oh, gotcha.
Isaac? Smile. Good smile. Good. Perfect.
Can I get your attention, please? If you're just coming in or you missed my first announcement, we have a student who can't be here tonight, so we're trying to live screen the graduation ceremony for him. If you just came in the last 15 minutes or so, if you don't mind taking your cell phones and turning off the Wi-Fi connection, please. It would just help things run a little smoother if we don't have a whole bunch of devices trying to connect. And yeah, you can turn it off in about 6 hours when we're done up here. So. What's that?
You weren't giving 6 hours.
Yeah, it's really 8. How many kids we have?
Pardon?
Each kid needs their 10 minutes of fame.
Saturday.
Everything under control?
As far as I'm concerned, yeah.
Check, check. Hey, boys, I just wanted to make sure. Raise your hand if you can hear me. I didn't see all the hands. Please raise your hand if you can hear me. Thanks, it's a teaching thing. We're control freaks, eh? All right. Good evening. Before we begin, please note that in case of emergency evacuation, use the side exit doors to leave the gymnasium. Washrooms are available in the cafeteria, out the back doors and to the right. We'll begin tonight's ceremony by the piping in of the graduating class, followed by the reading of the territorial acknowledgement and the playing of our national anthem. Please rise for the processional march and continue to stand until after the playing of O Canada. Thank you. we would like to take this opportunity to respectfully acknowledge that we're gathered here this evening in the Robinson-Huron Treaty Area. We would also like to recognize all the Anishinaabe of this territory and the local traditional lands of the Atikameksheng Anishinaabe, Miigwech, for sharing this gathering place today. Please remain standing for O Canada. Thank you. Please be seated. Thank you to Steve Jessam of the Greater Sudbury Police Band for piping in the 2019 Lively District Intermediate Grade 8 graduating class. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, honored guests, graduates. My name is Steve Sheehan, and I'm a grade 7 teacher here, and I'm lucky enough to be given the honor of being the Master of Ceremonies for this very special evening. This is the biggest class I've ever taught. We don't usually have the whole gym showing up to hear me speak, but thank you for doing so. I'd like to take this opportunity to welcome our stage guests. Please welcome Ms. Leslie Mantle, Principal of Lively District Secondary School, Ms. Carrie St. Jean, Trustee of Sudbury West, Mr. David Bertram, Vice Principal of Lively District Secondary School, Ms. Stacy Pyanen, representing our school council, and Mr. Stephen Vinkel, Principal of Walden Public School. Also with us this evening is our intermediate teaching staff. Mr. Corey Ross, Madame Chantel Wong, Mrs. Erin Harronen, Mr. Theodore Smith, Ms. Jennifer Hopkins, and Mr. Bacon, who's producing the grad video. That was all just for you, Mr. Bacon. I'd like to invite Ms. Carrie St. Jean, Trustee with Sudbury West, to extend greetings from the Rainbow District School Board.
Principal Mantle, Vice Principal Bertram, staff, parents, and guardians, family, friends, and of course the graduates. It gives me great pleasure to bring greetings on behalf of the Rainbow District School Board on this very special occasion. Having the privilege of attending graduations is such a rewarding part of this job. I'm delighted to have this opportunity to celebrate you and pay tribute to your success here with your teachers, school administrators, your parents, family, and friends. When I look across the room tonight, I'm filled with tremendous sense of pride as I see before me the promise of a bright future. As you look ahead to grade 9 and prepare to turn the page on another chapter, Be proud of your accomplishments. Secondary school will open the door to a whole new world of possibilities. New teachers, learning experiences, clubs, sports teams, new friends, and connections from the classroom to the community. Tonight I share with you a quote from Jane Goodall. You cannot get through a single day without having an impact on the world around you. What you do makes a difference, and you have to decide what kind of difference you want to make. I wish each of you the best success as you realize your potential and look ahead to your next destination. This is the beginning of an exciting new part of your educational journey. Enjoy and congratulations.
Thank you, Trustee St. Jean. Ms. Leslie Mantle, our principal, will deliver her message to this year's grade 8 graduating class.
Thank you. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Graduates of the class of 2019, Trustee St. Jean, Principal Vinko, special guests, School Council Chair Stacy Pyanin, parents, staff, and friends. Welcome to Lively District Secondary School. Thank you for joining us as we honor and celebrate the accomplishments of our 2019 grade 8 graduates. This has been an exciting year in the Hawk's Nest. We continue to be a force to contend with on the trails, the courts, fields, rinks, tracks, and stages. Our students participated in cross-country running, co-ed soccer, boys and girls volleyball, basketball, and floor hockey, co-ed hockey, co-ed slow pitch, and just recently, track and field. We traveled to the Sioux for our annual ski trip, where we enjoyed an injury-free ski trip. Traveled to Toronto for a women's conference, and again to Toronto for our year-end band trip, and finally enjoyed our grade 8 year-end trip to Eagle Crest Outdoor Centre in Sunridge, Ontario. Our grade 7 and 8 bands competed at the Northern Ontario Band Festival, and we enjoyed listening to all of our musical groups at both the Christmas concert and the spring concert. Our junior and senior rock bands entertained many audiences at school concerts, Alley Cats for school fundraisers, and the Walden Winter Carnival. Thank you to our community for supporting our school by buying pizza kits, donating clothing for our clothing drive, donating cans for the canned food drive, purchasing Bell Let's Talk cupcakes, and attending the spring tea at the Meadowbrook Retirement Residence put on by our Headstrong Committee under the leadership of our school social worker, Amber Polino. Thank you as well to our very active school council who cooked chili and prepared hot chocolate for us after we canvassed the community on a very cold wintry night to collect over 5,000 cans for the Kids Helping Kids canned food drive. Thank you to Catherine and Todd Tomlinson, owners of Alley Cats, who put on 2 fundraisers for the LDSS concert bands and athletic programs, raising close to $2,400 for our school. It is these events and your participation in these events that make a school. So I thank you, our staff, students, and community for making Lively Intermediate an amazing school. Graduates, this is your night. Your success is shared by the many people who surround you this evening. Lively has provided a venue of stepping stones of academics and co-curricular programs for you to explore. Your teachers have challenged you to always present your best, and your parents and grandparents have encouraged and supported you through it all. I would like to take this opportunity to thank Gabby Como, Emily Delnin, Bradley Kiviaho, and Cody Storms for their help putting together the grad video that you'll see later on. Thank you to Susan Griffith, along with our staff who have been hard at work organizing, decorating, as well as preparing food for the reception that follows this ceremony. It is because of staff and parents like you that we can hold such a memorable evening. Thank you for your time and dedication for making this evening so special for our graduates. Graduation is also a time when we say goodbye. Goodbye to friends that we have learned with, studied, and played with for the past 10 years. Some of us may be choosing different paths following grade 8, but please remember that you're always invited back home to the Hawk's Nest. Unfortunately, graduation is also a time when we say goodbye to some staff who will not be working with us next year. Ms. Harrinan, we thank you for your enthusiasm in all your work with the grade 7 and 8 students. Your students in the intermediate as well as secondary staff have enjoyed working and learning with you this year. Your expertise in assessing as well as implementing literacy strategies to support our students have been invaluable to our school. We will miss you, but we congratulate you on receiving a full-time position with the Rainbow District School Board. To you, our graduates, I always love to visit your hallway and be welcomed by you, as well as seeing all of your wonderful work in your classrooms and in the 7 and 8 hallway. As you leave elementary school and begin to make plans for high school, one thing that you need to consider is how you're going to earn 40 volunteer hours in the community over the next 4 years. As you may know, students graduating from grade 8 are eligible, and it is highly recommended that they get a kick start on their community service hours required for their high school diploma. Volunteering is a great way to give back to the community, explore potential careers, and maybe even get a lead on a part-time job. I am personally challenging all of the grade 8 students to earn 10 community service hours this summer. I know you can do it. Parents will be sending home a community service hours tracking sheet to help you facilitate this process with your child's grade 8 report card. On behalf of the staff at Lively District Secondary School, I'd like to congratulate all of our graduates on your successes and achievements to date, and welcome those of you who have chosen to take the step to secondary school here at Lively District Secondary School. It is because of your commitment to our community school that we continue to offer our amazing programs. Thank you and congratulations to you, our 2019 grade 8 graduates.
This presentation. Sorry, it got me in the eye. I'm funny. All right. That's enough. We'll begin with the presentation of the Subject Proficiency Awards. These awards are given to the student or students who've consistently demonstrated a superior level of achievement along with exhibiting an exemplary level of enthusiasm and participation in all aspects of the subject. I'd like to call upon Madame Bois to assist with the presentation of the first awards. The Core French Award. This year, it goes to Amelia Taylor. For proficiency in français, congratulations et félicitations to Liam Lacroix. Thank you, Madame Bois. Mr. Ross will hand out our next awards. The Visual Arts Award this year goes to Julia Wiebe. This year, there are 2 awards for proficiency in music. Congratulations to Haley Gowan and Caitlin Maloney. Public School is asked to come forward to present the next award. For proficiency in history or histoire, this year's recipient is Madison McIsaac. The Geography Award goes to Jordan Vildis. Thank you, Mr. Bickle. I'd like to ask Ms. Stacy Pyanen, representing the school council, to assist in handing out our next awards. The Physical Education Award this year goes to Ryan Ricci. For proficiency in language, the recipient is Olivia Putty. Thank you, Ms. Pyanen. I'd like to call upon Mr. David Bertram, our Vice Principal, to assist with the next awards. This year, the Science Award goes to Skylar Pigeon. Proficiency in math, the award goes to Caitlin Luck. Thanks, Mr. Bertram. This concludes the presentation of the Subject Proficiency Awards. Congratulations to all recipients. At this time, I'd like to call upon Ms. Carrie St. Jean, trustee of Sudbury West, to assist in the presentation of the next awards. The Siatovic Award was created by the Congregation of Christ Church in thanksgiving for years of service both Nicholas and Bess Siatovic gave to their congregation as well as the town of Lively. The features of community involvement and an encouraging spirit were seen in Nick and Bess Siatovic, so the congregation felt it fitting to award students who exemplify these characteristics. The recipients of this award will each receive a medallion and a $100 check. Their names have been engraved on a plaque to be displayed in the school. This year's recipients are Dakota Bellissimo and Cole Rossman Gibson. Please stay here, we'll get one of us all in. The Chelmsford Dental Clinic Awards. This year, we have 2 awards donated by the Chelmsford Dental Clinic. These recipients have demonstrated an overall high level of proficiency in either athletics or academics. Each winner will receive a certificate and a gift card. The academic recipient is Hannah Coop, and the athletic recipient is Amelia Bois. Technology Award. This next award has been donated by Steve Jessam of the Greater Sudbury Police Band. It's a monetary award given out to a student who shows an aptitude for technology. Tonight's recipient is Cody Storms. The LDSS Intermediate Athlete of the Year Awards. To be an Athlete of the Year, one can't just exhibit excellent skills in many sports. The student athlete also must maintain a good academic level, be coachable, and be enthusiastic during practices as well as competitions. This year's top athletes combined to be members of most of the sports teams we fielded: volleyball, basketball, hockey, cross-country running, floor hockey, track and field, softball, and soccer teams. They consistently exhibited a strong sense of fair play, leadership, and school spirit. Their drive to compete often set the tone for lively sports, and they were pivotal reasons why the sports teams were very successful this year. Congratulations to Eliana Blackwell and Owen McDonald.
Way to go, OG Modes!
Thank you, Trustee St. Jean. Our principal, Ms. Mantle, will present the next awards. The OPC Leadership Award. The Ontario Principals Council provides an award to each school in Ontario in order to recognize a student who demonstrates outstanding leadership skills. This year, the award acknowledges an individual who's shown outstanding leadership skills throughout the school, within the classroom, and while participating in extracurricular activities. She has shown herself to be diligent, responsible, and supportive of peers and teachers. Her solid leadership skills will take her far, and we're confident she will continue to lead in her high school career and beyond. Congratulations to Gabby Como. Lively District Secondary School Merit Award. This monetary award is presented to 2 students who've participated in various activities while in grade 7 and 8, and we're confident they will continue to participate in many ways while attending Lively District Secondary School. Congratulations to Paige Kennedy and Hugh Campbell. Top Academic Student Awards. The top academic students are diligent, hardworking, and meticulous. They excel beyond grade level expectations to produce outstanding pieces of work. These individuals are able to share their knowledge and expertise with fellow classmates. They participate on a daily basis in class, lead group activities, and set the standard within their classes. We're very proud to present this award to 2 extremely strong students. Our top academic students are Charlotte Pigeot and Liam Lacroix. The Most Outstanding Student Award. The next award is presented to a student who's a role model within the school. Not only does this student maintain solid academic levels, but they also lead by example through hard work, determination, and strong effort. This student is a positive participant in school sports and willingly helps out in the classroom and around the school. Both staff and students admire and appreciate this individual's strong sense of responsibility, which make her an outstanding asset to our school. Congratulations to Gabby Como. This ends our awards presentations. Congratulations to all award recipients. Now we're moving on to the presentation of graduation certificates. Students will be receiving a memento of this evening's ceremony and will be receiving their graduation certificates with their final report cards. I would ask Madame Bois to begin handing out the certificates to her class. In addition to the graduation diplomas, immersion students will be receiving a French immersion certificate of achievement with their final reports. Please hold your applause until all graduates in each class have received their mementos. Thank you. Eliana Blackwell. This year, Eliana was a member of the cross-country running, soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, track and field, softball, floor hockey teams. Just give me a second. She was a member of the Math, Science, Tech Olympics and was in the concert band. Her favorite memory was when Mr. Sheehan came into class and talked so we didn't have to do work. I didn't proof these in advance or I would have changed it. Amelia Bois. Amelia was on the hockey, softball, floor hockey, volleyball, cross-country skiing, cross-country running, and soccer teams. She also participated in track and was in concert band. The best part of being in grade 8 was when Huey and Caitlin had a water fight in class and having her mother as a teacher. Hugh Campbell. This year, Huey was a member of the cross-country running, soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, and floor hockey teams, and he was in the concert band. The best part of grade 8 to him was learning how to speak French by Mr. Sheehan. Cody Clark. Cody was a member of the hockey, soccer, softball, basketball, and volleyball teams. He was also in the concert band. He really loved the band trip to Canada's Wonderland when he and his friends were half-hour late to the bus. Riley Cobbs. Riley was a member of the concert band this year. He really enjoyed going to Canada's Wonderland during the band trip. Megan DeResti. Megan was on the volleyball team and was in both the concert and rock bands. Her favorite memory from grade 8 was going on all the trips with her friends. Hannah Garrier. This year, Hannah was on the hockey team. She was a member of student council and the concert band. Next year, she will really miss seeing some of her friends, but is looking forward to the opportunity to make new ones. Brandon Green. Oh, we got a little switch here? No problem. It happens every year. Haley Gowan. Haley was on the soccer, cross-country running, and track teams. She was also in both rock and concert bands and was on student council. Haley's favorite memory was doing all the outdoor activities with her friends on the trip to Eagle Lake. You want to come up now, Brandon? Brandon Green. This year, Brandon was on the soccer team to participate in track. Brooklyn Kowalik. This year, Brooklyn was on the softball, basketball, and floor hockey teams, and she was in the concert band. Next year, she will miss interacting with the teachers. Liam LaCroix. Liam was on the cross-country running, hockey, volleyball, basketball, track, soccer, and softball teams. His favorite memory from grade 8 was getting soaking wet when going to Canada's Wonderland. Caitlin Luck. This year, Caitlin was a member of the cross-country running and track teams. She was also in the concert band and on student council. Her favorite memory of grade 8 was when she and Haley almost missed the bus for a field trip. You did miss it? Yes. I'm glad you could make it tonight. Marilyn McGaughy Dobbs. This year, Marilyn was on the soccer team and was a member of the concert band. The best part of grade 8 to her was getting to see her close friends every day. Allie Moxon. Allie was on the soccer, volleyball, basketball, track teams, and she was on the concert, band, and student council. Next year, she will really miss seeing the friends she's grown up with, but she's looking forward to meeting new people and new opportunities. Ryan Ricci. This year, Ryan was a member of the soccer, volleyball, and hockey teams. His best memory from grade 8 was making trails with his friends on the ski trip. Alexis Smith. Alexis was a member of the concert band and she really enjoyed the band trip. She's looking forward to the future, but will miss her friends and having laugh attacks during math class. Matthew Scorzola. This year, Matt was on the soccer and track and field teams and was a member of the concert band. He loved going on the band trip, especially standing in the rain. Jordan Vildas. This year, Jordan was on the volleyball, track, soccer, and basketball teams and was in the concert band and student council. Her favorite memory was when Mr. Sheehan came into class with the clacker and we thought we were all under attack. Faith Whitfield. Faith was in the concert band and was a member of the student council. Her favorite memory was the band trip, especially when she, Liam, Cody, and Haley thought they almost missed the bus home. There's a lot of that going around, eh? Thank you, Madame Bois. Harriman is going to be presenting the certificates to her class. Please hold your applause until all the graduates have received their mementos. Braxton Bodan. This year, Braxton was on the basketball team. His favorite memory of grade 8 was hanging out with friends. Next year, he's looking forward to joining the high school basketball team. Emily Delnin. Emily was in the concert band, art club, and headstrong committee. She was on the softball team as well as cross-country running. Next year, she will really miss all the friends that she made this year. Isaac Fiordel. This year, Isaac was a member of the soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, floor hockey, and track and field teams, and he was in the concert band. His favorite memory was going to Canada's Wonderland on the band trip. Bradley Hallinan. Brad was on the soccer, hockey, basketball, floor hockey, track and field teams, and he was in the concert band. He really enjoyed being part of the sports teams and going on the trips. Okay, just give me a second to catch my breath. Morgan Howland. This year, Morgan was a member of the cross-country and basketball teams, and she went to the Young Women's Conference. She participated in the peer mediation and art club. She really enjoyed watching people tip their kayaks during the Eagle Lake trip. Kari Manselka. Kari was in the art club and a member of the concert band. He's looking forward to new opportunities in high school next year. Madison McIsaac. Madison was a member of the cross-country skiing team as well as being in the art club and concert band. Next year, she will miss her friends but is looking forward to meeting new ones. Olivia Putty. This year, Olivia was in the art club and went to the Young Women's Conference. Next year, she's looking forward to moving into the different areas of the school and participating in hands-on activities in the tech classes. Cole Rossman Gibson. Cole was a member of the peer mediation and math, science, technology Olympics. He will miss going on the trips next year and really enjoyed going to the Blue Jays game during our band trip. Marshall Spry. This year, Marshall was a member of the cross-country running, volleyball, cross-country skiing, basketball teams, and he was in the concert band. His favorite memory of grade 8 was going on the band trip and riding the Yukon Striker roller coaster. Danny Thompson. Danny was on the soccer and track and field teams. She was in the art club and went to the Young Women's Conference. She really enjoyed being with her friends this year and going to Toronto. She will miss the support of teachers next year. Carter Vincent. This year, Carter was on the soccer, hockey, and basketball teams. His favorite memory was playing in the hockey tournament, hanging out with his friends. Jayla Villain. Jayla was a member of the soccer team and she participated in track and field. She was in the concert band and art club. Her favorite memory was the ski trip. Heather Wheatley. This year, Heather participated in track and field and intramural football and was in the concert band. Her favorite memory of grade 8 was going on a ski trip with her friends. Daniel Weeb. Daniel really enjoyed getting to see his friends in grade 8 this year. Next year, he will miss the elementary teachers but is looking forward to the tech classes, especially welding. Julia Weeb. This year, Julie was in the art club and was in the concert band. She also participated in the Young Women's Conference. The band trip was the highlight of her year because of all the fun she had on it. Thanks, Mrs. Harriman. Round 3, begin. Mr. Smith will be giving the presentation of certificates. He'll be presenting to his class. Dakota Bellissimo. Dakota was co-captain of the basketball team and was on the track team. She went to the Young Women's Conference in Toronto, was part of peer mediation group, and she was in the concert band. The best moment of grade 8 to her and the staff was when she walked into the staff room with her cell phone flashlight on in her hoodie pocket. Now she's known as Lighthouse. Tegan Bertrand. Bertrand. I tried the French version. This year, Tegan was in the art club and the concert band. Next year, he's looking forward to having new and different teachers in high school. Keisha Bilodeau. Keisha enjoyed participating in all the activities in Mr. Smith's class. She's looking forward to the new people she will meet in high school. Andrew Chandler. Chandler. This year, Andrew was in the rock band. The favorite part of his grade 8 year was going on the trails on the ski trip. Next year, he's looking forward to welding class and playing football. Good job, buddy. Gabby Como. This year, Gabby was on the volleyball, basketball, track and field, floor hockey, and slow pitch teams. She was part of the Headstrong Committee, Student Council, Grad Video, and concert band committees. Her favorite memory from grade 8 was when Wyatt and Blake drank a liter of milk in 1 minute. Eric DeChevy. Eric is really looking forward to the tech classes in high school. He's also looking forward to playing on the basketball team. Carson Dumaine. What more do we need to say? Carson was on the volleyball, hockey, basketball teams, and he was in the concert band. His favorite memory was seeing other people cry when they went on the Mind Buster roller coaster. Oakley Forbes. This year, Oakley really enjoyed sitting beside Cassidy nearly the entire year. Next year, he's looking forward to the opportunity to meet new people. Paige Kennedy. That's enough. This year, Paige was a member of the volleyball and track and field teams. She was a member of the Headstrong Committee and was in the concert band. The best part of grade 8 was hearing Mr. Smith joking around with all the students. Bradley Kiviaho. Brad was on the softball, floor hockey, and soccer teams and was in the concert band and part of the grad video team. His favorite memory was going to Canada's Wonderland on the band trip. Hannah Coop. This year, Hannah participated in the Math Science Technology Olympics, the Young Women's Conference in Sudbury, Student Council, Headstrong Committee, concert band, and she was on the track team. The best part of grade 8 to her was going on the band trip, being with her friends. Emily Lachance. Emily's favorite memory from grade 8 was going to Canada's Wonderland on the band trip. She's looking forward to new opportunities in high school. Keep it there just a bit longer. Alexis Legault. Alexis was a member of the concert band this year. She really enjoyed the band trip to Canada's Wonderland and is excited for the freedom of high school. Wyatt Letford. This year, Wyatt was on the volleyball, hockey, track and field, and floor hockey teams, and he was a member of the concert band. His favorite memory was getting stuck up to his waist in snow in the forest with the boys during the ski trip. Owen McDonald. Owen was on the soccer, volleyball, hockey, basketball, track and field, softball, floor hockey teams, and was a member of the peer mediation committee. The best part of grade 8 to him was skiing with his friends on the ski trip. Caitlin Maloney. Caitlin was a member of the basketball team and was in the concert band. Her favorite memory was when she and Dakota were in the hallway and Mr. Sheehan saw them dancing. Sorry, something was scratched out here. It said something about me mocking them, but I guess somebody thought maybe they should scratch that and put purple pen instead. There was no mocking, it was admiration. I wish I could move like that. Blake Marizzato. Blake was on the hockey, basketball, and softball teams and was in the concert band. The best part of grade 8 was skiing with his friends on the ski trip. Kaylee Moxon. This year, Kaylee enjoyed being with her friends in Mr. Smith's class. She's looking forward to new opportunities to try new classes in high school. Charlotte Peugeot. Charlotte really enjoyed being in Mr. Smith's class, especially when he would crack jokes whether they landed or not. They were even more funny when they did not land. Skylar Pigeon. Skylar's favorite memory from grade 8 was being part of the band and going on the band trip to Canada's Wonderland. She also really enjoyed going on the Eagle Lake trip and getting to try paddleboarding for the first time. Summer Pratt. Summer participated in cross-country running, and she was part of the Headstrong Committee, the art club, and the concert band. Her favorite memory was watching Titanic for history class and everyone being disappointed to pause the movie for lunch break. Sarah Roberts. This year, Sarah was part of the Headstrong Committee, the concert band, and the art club. Her favorite memory was going on the band trip and thinking she was going to die on time warp because it was rainy and slippery. Aiden Rogers. Aiden was on the floor hockey team and really enjoyed playing with his friends. Next year, he's looking forward to playing football in high school. Damian Rogers. The favorite part of grade 8 to Damian was hanging out with his friends and learning new and interesting things. Next year, he's looking forward to learning in the tech classes and joining the robotics club. Cody Storms. I just like saying that. Cody Storms. Cody was a member of the cross-country skiing team and was part of the grad video team. His favorite memory was paddleboarding on the grade 8 trip. Amelia Taylor. Amelia's favorite memory from being at LDSS was going on the band trip this year. Next year, she will miss not being able to see all her friends every day. Cassidy Vance. Two more of those, please. Thank you. Cassidy was a member of the art club and the concert band. She participated in the Young Women's Conference in Sudbury. Her favorite memory was writing a children's story that turned out to be a horror story. Jaden Vopel. Jaden's highlight of her grade 8 year was going on the band trip. She also really enjoyed going on the trip to Eagle Lake. That's it. Oh, sorry. Magnum. Owen Willis. Owen was on the basketball, floor hockey, softball, and volleyball teams and was in the concert band. He will miss Mr. Smith telling him he won't graduate. Thank you, Mr. Smith. The students asked, well, there were a group of them asked if I could teach just a quick history lesson involving the Ohio Valley, and just before they're officially graduated. But the boss said I can't do that, so I'm sorry, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm very proud to introduce to you the Lively District Intermediate Grade 8 graduates of 2018-2019. now time for this year's valedictory address. This year, the staff chose the valedictorian. This student exemplifies positive attitudes towards schooling and an interest in new challenges. She's widely respected by the staff and her classmates for her friendly character and responsibility. These attributes made choosing her to represent the graduating class a unanimous decision. It's my pleasure to introduce the lively intermediate valedictorian for the graduating class of 2019, Gabrielle Como.
Good evening, honored board members, cherished teachers, loving family and friends, and my fellow graduates. Today marks a milestone in our young lives. We have completed, regardless the number. Each year, with each teacher, we learn new things that challenged us as students and made us into better people. Every year, we made new friends and went on to the next grade with the same people. Before I get ahead of myself, I would like to thank our parents. We have done a lot of things in the past 14 years of our young lives. Most of these things cannot be done without the support of our parents. They put up with our teenage attitudes and support us and made us into young, kind, independent people. Graduates, please don't forget to say thank you to your parents because they deserve more credit than they receive. We went from being little kids with little understanding of education and the world, but look at us now, physically bigger with much more of an understanding for everything that is being taught and discussed in the classroom. These teachers have been such a tremendous value to our young brains, it's quite impeccable. Even though we've only been at Lively for 2 years, it feels like so much more. Every day when we walk into the 7-8 wing, we're always greeted with a smile, and Mr. Smith always has a corny joke up on the wall. Mr. Smith's class will miss Bradley Gaviajo's fascinating news stories. The French immersion class will miss Huey and Caitlin's water fights. And Miss Hopkins' class will miss the ravioli incidents. If you never did, you should. These things are fun, and fun is good. Dr. Seuss. Leaving all the individual memories aside, the students appreciate all the jokes the teachers had these past 2 years. We would also like to thank Mr. Smith for coming back to Lively this year due to his advanced age. You see, it was his 154th birthday this past June. And the reason Mr. Smith drank so much coffee is because at that age, it's very hard to find the same amount of energy as the other teachers have. The teachers' jokes really bring up the morale in our wing. Every now and then, the teachers will dabble in a tad of roasting. Sometimes it's quite harsh and will leave the class in a fit of laughter. The students and teachers alike love the humor, and this graduating class will definitely miss it. There is never a dull morning at Lively. There's always an exciting project or assignment the students are talking about. Now, even though I wasn't in the class, I want to give Mr. Sheehan an honorable mention for his extremely interesting history lessons. Yeah! School isn't just about what happens inside the classroom. It's the memories we made enjoying the many teams and clubs that were offered to us these past 2 years at Lively. To any of the teachers who coached teams, thank you all so much. It requires a lot of time and patience to work with us, and for that, we are very grateful. Without your dedication, we would not have been able to attend many games, tournaments, and meets throughout these past 2 years. Mr. Ross was a phenomenal teacher and band director. Our grade 8 band unfortunately didn't qualify for nationals, but just think of how far we came in the span of 2 years. 2 years ago, most of us didn't know how to read sheet music. Through Mr. Ross's commitment, we were fortunately able to have an amazing band and amazing band trips. We also had a fantastic showing of the science and math games in Greater Sudbury. We won 2 board championships last year, one in volleyball and one in basketball, and we had multiple different medals, silver, bronze, and gold in many different sports these past 2 years. Graduates, look around you. Remember the smiling faces and joyous laughter. Sometimes you will never know the value of a moment until it becomes a memory. Dr. Seuss. Carry these memories with you throughout the rest of your high school career and throughout your lives. It has been a tremendous amount of fun these past 2 years, going to school with teachers who are determined and focused, and going to school with people I've known since junior kindergarten. I will truly miss you all so much. They say it takes a village to raise a child. All these people in the crowd, graduates, are our village, and they have done a phenomenal job. As Dr. Seuss would say, you off to great places. Today is your day. Your mountain is waiting, so get on your way. Congratulations, class of 2019. Have a great evening, everyone. We've earned it.
Gabby, come on back up for a second. Outstanding job. Mrs. Mantle, would you please present the valedictorian award? Congratulations, Gabby. We'd now like to share with you some of the highlights from the grade 8 year. Stage guests, please proceed down to the reserved seats to view this year's graduation video.
When the morning comes and we see what we've become, in the cold light of day we're a flame in the wind of the fire that we begun. Every argument, every word we can't take back, 'cause with all that has happened I think that we both know the way that the story ends. Then only for a minute I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I'll have to leave. No, that means I'll have to leave. it's eating me up inside. But we ran our course, we pretended we're okay. Now if we jump together, at least we can swim far away from the wreck we made. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. Even though I might not like this, I think that you'll be happier. I want you to be happier. Then only for a minute, I want to change my mind, 'cause this just don't feel right to me. I wanna raise your spirits, I want to see you smile. No, that means I have to leave. No, that means I have to leave. Lately, I've been thinking, I want you to be happier. I want you to be happier. So I'll go, I will go. Innocent say I keep a check. She was all bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, you're a wreck. Needless to say, I'm keeping a check. She was all bad, nevertheless. Calling it quits now, baby, I'm a wreck. Crash at my place, baby, you're a wreck. Thinking in a bad way, losing your grip. Screaming at my face, baby, don't trip. Someone took a big L, I don't know how that felt. Looking at you sideways, party on tilt. Ooh, certain things you just can't refuse. She wanna ride me like a cruise, and I'm not trying to lose. Then you're left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're a sunflower, I think your love would be too much, or you'd be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower, you're the sunflower. Every time I'm leaving on you, you don't make it easy, no. Wish I could be there for you, give me a reason to. Every time I'm walking out, I can hear you telling me to turn around. Fighting for my trust and you won't back down. Even if we gotta risk it all right now. I know you're scared of the unknown, you don't wanna be alone. I know I always come and go, but it's out of my control. And you'll be left in the dust, unless I stuck by you. You're the sunflower, Can you feel it? Now it's coming back. We can steal it. If we bridge this gap, I can see you through the curtains of the waterfall. When I lost it, yeah, you held my hand, but I tossed it. Didn't understand you were waiting as I dove into the waterfall. So say that you're gonna go, 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 say that you're gonna go.
graduates. It's been an outstanding evening. We'd like to thank all of our graduates and members of their families for sharing this special evening. Following the recessional, we invite everyone to join us in the cafeteria for refreshments and snacks. So something's written in purple here. Please note, the cookies are not, I repeat, not nut-free. You are welcome to take further pictures here in the gym. If you're interested in purchasing a video of tonight's ceremony and grad video, please see Mrs. Harrinan in the reception area. The photos of the graduates that surround the gym are your souvenirs to take with you tonight. Something else is written in purple. Please make sure you take your own graduate's picture. Don't shake your head, Mrs. Hawkins. I think that's written here. After the reception, students will move to the small gym for the dance. The first song will be dedicated to parents or guardians who wish to have a special dance with their graduate. Following that song, parents will depart, but you're reminded that dance will end at 10 p.m., and we ask that you come and pick up your graduate at the back parking lot at that time. Stage guests and teachers will depart first, followed by the graduates. Please stand for the recessional march.
messing around or what? I've been embarrassed before.
You know, to fight your way, be careful.
Yeah. Not too, I wasn't scared before. I don't think I am now.
I wasn't expecting it.
Hot.
It's like a song.
What do you do? Well, you got a
Did you
coat
know?
on.
Well, it's not a coat. It's a little.
Yeah,
Where's your picture? Do you know